Parents want to give their kids independence. They recognize its importance. But the majority of parents of kids age 9 to 11, which is tweens, right? Kind of old, will not let them play at the park with a friend, will not let them walk to a friend's house. And if they're at the store shopping together, only 50% will let their kid go to another aisle. Okay? That's the real statistic. We have to realize that we've been sort of brainwashed into believing that anytime our kids aren't with us, they're in terrible danger of being kidnapped by a guy in a white van looking for his puppy. There was the Surgeon General report from 2021, which a lot of you probably saw. It said that kids are more depressed and anxious than ever, right? And then he came out with a report like 2 years later, and it said parents are more depressed and anxious than ever. I'm like, yeah, because we need our space, right? For the last generation or two, kids have been getting so little time on their own, so little time unsupervised. The olden days were not perfect, but back then there were 3 worlds that were absolutely perfectly balanced. There was the kid world filled with, bikes and adventures and playing, and the adult world so boring. People were always talking about politics and who was having a procedure. Then there was family world, when everyone was together, like on vacation or at dinner. But now they've all been sort of mashed up together, and especially since phones, because now even when parents aren't physically with their kids, they can be texting and talking and tracking to them. So the worlds are not in balance anymore. It's just crazy. We got to get braver than that. We got to get brave enough to send our kids to the canned food aisle or to the park before their voice changes.